Good evening, friends. Paul here, your resident Android expert, taking a trip down memory lane. Remember 10 years ago when we had these clamshell flip phone type phones? This is a Samsung SCH model. It's pretty popular back in the day, and it's fun to take this stuff apart and check out how far we've come. 800 milliamp, 3.7 volt lithium ion battery. Most batteries today powering our Android devices are on the order of, 2,800 milliamps at least. Of course, this wasn't accessing a web browser or anything, but you had a calendar in this phone, camera. For those of you interested in learning about electronics and stuff, get yourself a magnifying glass and you can Google these part numbers and learn quite a bit that way. This is the Qualcomm 6055 integrated circuit chip. This is the communication center of the phone. Also responsible for multimedia applications, global positioning systems, GPS, as well as the cell phone protocol, which is CDMA, which is code multiple division access. Basically, the modem and the RF transceiver are all in here. The technology is a 65 nanometer. That's the width of the transistors within the chip of the lithographic semiconductor fabrication process back in 2009. Now, by comparison, the measurements of the transistors and how small the form factors have progressed through the years are on the order of 10 nanometers or even cutting edge 7 nanometers. Now, 1 nanometer is 1 billionth of 1 meter. So that's how thin and compact the circuitry is within these IC chips. Even for 2009, that's pretty amazing. 65 nanometers, now 7 nanometers. You can see how far we've come as far as speed, power, and reduction of density in the Qualcomm IC chips. Another Qualcomm chip on this phone is right here. This is the BT54020 Bluetooth system on a chip. And this chip right here is a proprietary Samsung NAND flash memory, boasting 55 megabytes, guys, of flash memory. How much memory have you got on board on your Android today? 8 gigabytes, 16 gigabytes, 32 even? 55 megabytes of flash memory. I can't really speak to the speed of this Qualcomm 6055 processor. Those of you who work in the field or are savvy to this kind of stuff, like I can't find a clock speed for what would be the processor in this. Like typically, like my phone now, my Samsung has 1.4 gigahertz, I think quad core. Many of them are octa-core now. But if those of you who might know about the speed of this 6055 Qualcomm, I would be appreciative to know about that in the comment section. Thanks for joining me on this snowy winter evening where it's fun to just get into an indoor project like that, take a little trip down memory lane, and refamiliarize ourselves with some of the IC components, and again, just how we've come from the clamshell flip phones. I have a friend who just migrated finally to an Android phone after using such a phone for so long. And if that's you, subscribe to my channel. Please post your comments below if you enjoy this content, or if you have any questions about identifying components of these integrated circuit chips. I highly encourage you to take apart old devices. It's a lot of fun to identify parts, Google them, and you really do learn a lot that way about how all this stuff works. See you guys next time.